Stars make every player on the team better. Michael Jordan, his ability to challenge himself, his natural ability physically of being able to play with such great energy, his intelligence, basketball intelligence, all those things I think were remarkable. I enjoyed coaching Michael Jordan because he had a respect for coaches and he had a desire to play at a peak level, and he's willing to follow instructions without, wanting to over-dominate the game. Even as a young player, there were times in the fourth quarter where he would make up the difference in a ball game on his own. I had to bring Michael in my office and say, Michael, when's the last time someone who led the league in scoring won a championship? Thought about it a bit. He said, Rick Barry. I said, yeah, that's right, in the 70s. But it's very rare that person that wins scoring championship is also on a championship team. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to move the ball around and we're going to take the spotlight off you all the time and involve the other players on your team. He said, oh, you're going to have that equal opportunity offense. Well, what's going to happen when the 24-second clock gets under 5 seconds? We'll coach the players how to get the ball to you in that particular time so you can activate the ball. Save that terrific scoring ability for the fourth quarter. He laughed and he accepted the responsibility. And the other thing that we did is we moved him from a guard to a forward position. We really wanted to win the series in Chicago, Game 5, and we lost this game and we flew out to Utah to play the 6th game, and Michael said, we're going to end it tonight. You guys get ready for this ball game because we're not going 7. Going into the game, we kind of knew what we had to do to win the game. You had to play close, but come out and win the game in the last 5 minutes. The timeout that I did take with about 40-some seconds to go. That was the key, because knowing Jerry Sloan and having coached against him many times, I knew that if we could go down and score and make it a one-possession game, that he wouldn't call a timeout. We'll run the open. Dennis will, run a pick or set a pick or slip a pick, depending upon what Ostertag does. And Michael, you can double back on Malone if you have the ability. You saw the crowd rise behind that whole activity. You could see the anticipation that they had that this was a crucial moment. Michael changed the idea and pulled up for the jumper instead of taking it to the hoop and finished it. We called that season The Last Dance, and I thought, for an ending of a career, there could have been nothing sweeter than what Michael had just done.
All right, fellas, let's get out of the box quickly. Julie, to your last time, take a shot.
What time is it?
Game time! Move!
Every great plot has its twist. Game 5 of the NBA Finals was no exception. In fact, it may have shifted the momentum in this series. Michael Jordan was hitting the back of the rim all night. Meanwhile, Karl Malone finally found his rhythm, 39 points. And he had help, most notably from an unlikely source, forward Antoine Carr. Called upon in the second half, Carr had 5 attempts from the field. He made all 5. Chicago couldn't close it out at home, so we're back in Utah for Game 6, coming up next.
Dusk here in Salt Lake City, Utah, as we get ready for tonight's big game. Salt Lake City, Utah, for Game 6 of the NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls and the Utah Jazz. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Coach, the Jazz need to win 2 in a row, but these rabid fans...
Kevin, Game 7 would also be here on their home court, so this crowd could have a... Look at how the Bulls have played on the road this postseason. They're only 4-4, and most of those losses have come against their toughest opponents, Utah and Indiana.
On the floor for the Chicago Bulls, Luke Longley is at the 5. The forwards, Scottie Pippen and Tony Kukoc. And at the guard positions, Ron Harper and the great Michael Jordan. And so for the Utah Jazz, it's Adam Keefe and Karl Malone inside. Brian Russell at the 3 and also tasked with defending Michael Jordan. And the skilled backcourt of Jeff Hornacek and John Stockton. And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. Now Hornacek. Malone trying to break free. The shot, no good. Good D by Jordan. Clark, of course, it took Chicago 7 games to get past Indiana. And as a former Pacer, I know how proud you are of those players from Indianapolis.
No question about it, Kevin. Being part of that franchise's history and seeing that Indiana team push the Bulls harder than any team had during this dynasty, impressive.
It was. Rebounded by the Jazz. Hey, Clark, with the injury issues to Pippen and Harper, so much falling on the big shoulders of Michael Jordan.
And we know those shoulders are broad and capable, and we're used to thinking of Michael Jordan as superhuman, but he's now in his 30s playing big minutes. Does he have enough to climb another hurdle? We'll see.
It's going to be interesting to find out. Now, here is Jordan. Jordan with another miss, and stolen by Longley. From past the arc, it's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Don't you just love watching big men pass it? Nice job, Luke.
And so Stockton will bring it up for the Jazz. Looking for the first basket of the game. And Mike, coming into this game, Malone said he wanted to attack the paint early.
That's right, looking to put pressure on the rim and, if possible, get Rodman and Longley in early foul trouble.
Shot clock at 3. Hornacek kicks to Russell. The three-pointer off the mark. And the Bulls' David Aldridge with some concerning injury.
Thanks, guys. Now, the big news for the Bulls is the condition of Scottie Pippen, who hurt his back in Game 3. He did take an injection yesterday, did electrical stim, iced it, had ultrasound and a massage, and then he did a lot of stretching. He told me he's a little bit ginger, but nothing can keep him out of a game like this. Back to you.
We knew that. David, thank you. Mike, it really has been an injury-plagued series for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, Ron Harper has the flu, can't hold down any food. Plus, the Bulls have been without a couple other key players. Monumental challenge for them tonight.
Huge, you're right. And Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Keith. Rodman, he's checked in for Chicago. Offensive rebound, Malone. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And a big question in this game will be how effective Scottie Pippen can be with this back spasm issue.
Well, in Game 5, he was only 2 of 16 from the floor. But he gave them 11 boards, 11 assists, and 3 steals. Can he find a way to impact the game tonight?
Like he did in Game 5, you're right. Back to Hornacek. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
I like how Hornacek goes into the contact there. Doesn't shy away from it. Really smart at finding ways to draw fouls and get to the line.
Morris is checked in for the Jazz. Isley comes in for John Stockton. Here's Jordan. The Bulls trying to slam the door for their 6th title.
Still in the first quarter, and they've already carved out a double-digit lead.
In complete control thus far. They couldn't have asked for a better start.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Hornacek outside. Passes it to Carr. From deep. The shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now.
And Dennis Rodman, not his usual energetic self in Game 5. Just 3 rebounds.
Tying his season low. He's got his work cut out for him trying to battle with Karl Malone. Their scoring has been a problem. Been tough to handle.
And it's enabled them to establish a substantial lead in the early going.
It's Hornacek on the wing. Poked away. Stolen by Rodman. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Assist.
Athletic play in the air by Pippen, collecting a well-aimed pass and slamming it right down.
Here's Malone.
His athletic ability, especially his vertical, levels the playing field for him at the 4 spot, making up for his smaller build.
And Jordan throws it down.
From the opening whistle, their tempo has been the tempo of the game.
Not just on offense, but on D as well. They've completely set the tone for this game.
Isley the pass to Malone. Over Rodman. Malone misses.
He'd like that one back. That's normally a shot he makes.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be playing. Bulls look to close out the Jazz. But do they have enough left in the tank to get it done?
And these Bulls have to feel like the time is now to close out the series. They do not want it getting to a Game 7 on the road. Slick move, coming off the pick and going straight to the hoop.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Kukoc. Oh, look out! Look out!
I love the floor awareness from Pippen, understanding when the defense is overcommitted.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Anderson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
Able to punch it inside. Nice execution offensively.
Mike, in the early going, Kukoc is getting his touches, and he has responded.
Such a unique skill set for a player of his size. He presents a tough matchup for the Utah Jazz.
He does. And the Jazz called. Steve Kerr's checked in for Harper. To the middle. Here's Malone. It's blocked.
Nice job that time by Kukoc using the wingspan to get a hand on it.
Seems to me, Clark, like the Bulls doing a pretty good job of containing the terrific Karl Malone.
Well, you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. And after his big showing in Game 5, Kevin, they knew that would be a critical element tonight. Bottle up Malone.
That's right, top of the priority list. Here's Anderson. You know, there's no wondering about Pippen's back with that kind of performance.
Yeah, you know, some might say Stockton is the high water mark for dime droppers. His distribution really on a whole nother level. Great assist guy.
Pippen finds Rodman, and here is Jordan. Back to Kukoc, and stolen by Malone. And in this MVP battle so far, Michael Jordan is coming out, I think, Coach, on top.
Yeah, Karl Malone not having the same impact as MJ. That's been a factor.
Huge. Stockton's shot is off. And through gritted teeth, Pippen still, Coach, getting it done.
Every step is a challenge with that back pain, but he's gutting it out for his teammates.
Stockton passes to Anderson. Here is Keith. Stockton outside. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Anderson can't get it to go.
Utah still struggling from deep. We saw it last game, and it's continued in this one.
Anderson against Jordan. Shoots. Another one falls for Chicago.
That's a heads-up play by Kerr, finding the open man and getting him the ball on time and on target. Well done. And in these particular playoffs, the Bulls have lost 4 of their last 5 on the road. They know they've got to get busy and handle their business now.
Knocked away. Russell dishes to Stockton. Over Kerr. Chicago grabs the miss. Rodman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the Utah Jazz, Mike, the last 2 years, the best winning percentage in franchise history.
Top 2 in the league. This Stockton-Malone pairing is one for the record books.
History in front of our eyes, you're right. Anderson finds Malone. That one wide left. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Jordan against Anderson. And again, it's Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And the Utah Jazz not getting a lot from their center position in this series. Both Greg Ostertag and Jeff Forster, relative non-factors.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Kerr against Stockton. Here's Malone. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Malone's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, the focus from Malone impressive. Not allowing the defense to get the better of him on these difficult finishes.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jordan. It's Chicago with another bucket.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
On the wing, Stockton. Defended by Kerr. Here's Malone. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. And it's 6 points for Karl Malone.
The muscle from Malone. Outstanding at staying in control despite the hit. He's been a big factor here in the first half, scoring in bunches.
And so it's Chicago in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this, in front of these tremendous fans. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz.
And not just Scottie Pippen dealing with a bad back. John Stockton also dealing with back issues.
Malone is out there with Keith. Then it's Russell. Then it's Stockton. And it's Hornacek in at the two-guard spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Shot clock at 5. Russell from long range. Utah gets it back. Malone passes to Keith, and finally they hit one.
You see the confidence Keith has inside. He really attacks from this area.
And apparently Clark Stockton got a back adjustment at halftime.
That's his first.
Well, Kevin, you know, at this point in the season, just about everybody is dealing with some kind of ailment. It's really a battle of attrition.
It is. Free throw good from Pippen. And coach, the hot hand of Tony Kukoc continues to find the net.
The lefty's such a gifted ball handler. He can get his shot off whenever he wants.
Back to Stockton. Now the pass to Malone. Over Kukoc. And it's Malone missing. Malone's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Pass to Jordan. Rodman trying to break free. 1 half remaining between Chicago and Jordan winning their 6th championship. And the Jazz call. Bushler comes in for Pippen. And it's Brown in for Harper.
And you look at Karl Malone, 6'9", 250 pounds, just a Goliath. The Bulls are hard-pressed to deal with his physicality inside.
Passes to Keith from 15 feet away. Offensive rebound, Malone. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Brown the pass to Jordan. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter. And Clark, you talk about defending Malone. Dennis Rodman is game for that challenge. He's game for any challenge, but that one in particular.
Yeah, with Dennis Rodman, it's about embracing that hard-nosed physical play. And we know that Rodman is a guy who never backs up from that.
No, he doesn't. They need this. Offensive rebound. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And the Bulls doing about as well as they could have hoped for against Karl Malone.
Yeah, Kevin, he's such a load inside, so strong and really fast, great touch. I don't think you're ever going to stop him, but what you try to do is make him work for everything and slow him down a little bit. Draws the whistle and nearly gets it to fall.
That would have been an impressive and one, but instead, he'll shoot 2 at the line.
The Bulls shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. A different look for Utah. Carr, he's checked in for Keith. Morris comes in for Brian Russell. And Isley subbed in for Stockton. Morris outside. Down low. And he makes good on the layup. You know, Mike, this is pretty amazing considering how banged up he is, just how effective Scottie Pippen has been tonight in this game.
And if this were the regular season, no chance he'd be playing right now. But he's in there and making a difference.
And a heroic performance. And he makes that one. Jordan's got 37.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
Hornacek passes to Isley. Here's Morris. And it's Chicago with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Bushler. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
Hornacek outside. Pass to Carr. Morris outside. Fires from 14. Here's Malone. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And, you know, you look at the Jazz with Malone and their other bigs, they've got a significant size advantage inside, but the Bulls have done a nice job holding their own on the glass.
Like you were talking about the size comparison between these two teams, the Bulls are a lot bigger on the perimeter.
Yeah, Harper and Jordan both 6'6". Contrast that with the Jazz, Stockton at 6'1", Hornacek 6'3". They don't have the same length on the wings.
Right, it is on display for sure.
And they can ill afford mistakes like that one.
But they need to make their own breaks to come back and not shoot themselves in the foot.
Foster's checked in for the Jazz. Coach, Michael Jordan is having himself a game.
Outplaying Karl Malone to this point. The Bulls getting the better of that superstar matchup.
Morris outside. To the wing on the left. The pass to Isley. Now Hornacek. This one for three. Cans it from downtown. Hornacek's got 5.
Well, Hornacek is a very accurate shooter. He knows just the touch to put on the three-pointer.
Here's Jordan. And a great assist by Kukoc as that one goes in.
Found the crease, took advantage, and got it in close.
And adds to this lead. They're having their way.
Poke loose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago with 1 on the clock. And Jordan throws it down.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
The 3 quarters of play all in the...
And you look at it, John Stockton, 36 years of age, Karl Malone at 34. You wonder, is this their last best chance at a title?
It's obvious he's looking to continue to attack on offense so this lead can expand.
And if you were hitting like he is in this one, you would be too. His efficiency has done a lot for them.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Harper. Dennis Rodman is out there with Pippen. Then it's Longley. And it's Jordan in a 2-guard. And now, here's Pippen with the fast break chance. Now we go to David for a quick take.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, when you think about Michael Jordan's legacy, this is a guy with nothing left to prove, but he plays every game as if he has everything to prove. And it's part of what's made him great, and part of what he's done for the game of basketball, and this Bulls organization, which has won more with him than it ever did before he got here. Guys?
Puts it in perspective, D.A. Thank you. Mike Air Jordan. Michael Jordan. Arguably the greatest of all time.
What more can we ask for? What has he done for the game of basketball and the NBA as a whole? It's simply remarkable.
Well, no one has covered more big Jordan games than you, Mike. You would know. Pass to Isley. And that's collected by Longley. Well, Clark, give the Chicago front court credit. Not easy to slow down Karl Malone, but they are finding a way.
And they're doing it with physical defense, which would lead them to most likely need an ice bath later on tonight. But sometimes it's all about doing whatever it takes to get the dub.
I know. You and I may need an ice bath after this as well. What do you think? Woof.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Cool.
Just a short one, though. Just a short one. Just a couple of minutes, that's all.
Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for the Jazz. Vaughn comes in for Morris. Chicago also making some changes. Wennington comes in for Longley. And Kerr subbed in for Harper. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
And you got to respect, Coach, what we've seen from Scottie Pippen tonight.
A gutsy performance, reminiscent of his teammate Jordan's flu game in last year's finals, doing whatever is needed.
Yeah, good comparison.
Boy, that's simply a big guy doing what big guys do at 7'2". Ostertag, very effective at earning second chance looks.
And that one misses. Inside, Pippen. And Pippen slams it in.
He doesn't pass up any opportunities to throw it down.
Oh, no. Once you give him space to take off, he goes for it.
Slamming it down with one hand, too. Love the ferocity.
Passes it to Foster. Anderson against Pippen, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Chicago ball.
Yeah, the officials won't let that slide. I mean, they're eager to call out those illegal screens. As well they should be.
I do think he was trying to get there, but you've got to be completely planted.
Jordan passes to Wennington, and good that time. Wennington's got his first bucket of the night.
They can't miss on an absolute tear.
This is a thing of beauty. Perfect offensive basketball.
Anderson outside. Now the feed to Foster.
2 minutes remaining.
Rodman with the defensive effort.
2 minutes.
Aggressive move. That's an easy 2 points most of the time.
And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Assist from.
Boy, I like to see Pippen being this assertive at the rim. He puts that impressive athleticism to good use there.
And the call will be against Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen.
That's his first
That's
foul.
his first personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 1:47 left to play here in the fourth. Ostertag inside, pass to Isley, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
When you're down and losing, those plays just cannot happen.
You need to stay locked in mentally. Mistakes like that will kill you.
The Jazz making a switch here. Morris is checked in. The Bulls making a change here as well. Longley's checked in. Pippen, no luck. And Mike, they've been careless with the ball tonight. That's hurt them.
Lack of focus, lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Morris outside. And the pass to Ostertag. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot is long. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-4 run. And it's Pippen with the jam.
He's got excellent vision on the floor, creating for his guy with a spot-on lead pass.
Vaughn, the pass to Anderson. Morris with the ball. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the left wing.
Bulls foul. Michael Jordan. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Jazz, Jacques Vaughn.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You can tell he's disappointed in himself for missing a shot, but anything to chip away at this lead is progress.
Morris outside. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Vaughn, guarded by Pippen. Kerr against Morris. Pass to Vaughn, takes the 3. Another miss by Utah.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on it.
That's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and affect the shot.
And the Chicago Bulls win their 6th championship, completing a second three-peat. Without question, Mike, one of the greatest dynasties this league has ever seen.
6 championships in 8 seasons. A decade of dominance. The 90s have belonged to Michael Jordan and these Chicago Bulls.
And this title run for the Bulls, arguably, Clark, their most difficult, with age and injuries and even some palace intrigue. But for the moment, merely jubilation.
You covered it all there, Kevin. What a remarkable run. And now we'll just have to wait and see whether they decide to run it back one more time. This very well, though, could be the final chapter for this incarnation.